Happy Friday. It's been a minute. Haven't been up on here for about a good week almost. Hope y'all been good. Been busy at work, you know, get my behind ready for school. School will be starting next week on Monday. So, making sure everything is lined up with that. Scheduling, kids, life, the spiel. You know what I mean? Been taking some, mental break from all of this, the politics that's been going on with Trump. Um, I saw the inauguration on Monday. It was I was at work and the patients wanted to see it. The cops that were there with the patients wanted to see it. I wanted to see it. This was a situation where it's part of history. It's part of history, and whether we um, wanted Trump to win or not, in my eyes, it's good to watch it. It's good to watch. You know, um, like I said, whether you're a Trump supporter or not, Obama was there, uh, Bill Clinton was there, Hillary was there, Bush was there. Um, who else was there? Surprisingly, Michelle Obama wasn't there. Um, you know, Nobody knows why she wasn't there. So a lot of speculations or whatever been going on around that. Um, but I know she's definitely not a supporter of Trump, and she doesn't. I don't even think she likes being in that space. Obama, he not saying that he likes being in that space, but Obama, he's a people's person, and um, he was an ex-president, right? So I can see the type of bond that presidents have. That's probably like a brotherhood. Whether you or on the same party or not. It's like you don't have to be enemies. It's like Bird and Magic, Isaiah and Magic, um, LeBron and Stephen Curry. You know, your enemies, not enemies on the court, but your opponents on the basketball court. Hey, what's going on? Your opponents on the basketball court, but off the court, you could see eye to eye, and it shows some type of brotherhood or sisterhood. As if you're a female, if you're a woman running for president against someone else. But Michelle Obama wasn't there. Um, a lot of people, wish that she was there. To be there to support her husband Obama, right? Because Obama got booed. I didn't appreciate Obama getting booed. I didn't appreciate um, peace to everyone in Turkey. Peace to everyone in Spain. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Happy Friday. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification button. I appreciate y'all, for real. Appreciate y'all. Salute. So I wish that Michelle was there to support her husband. I believe that, especially as a black woman, I think it was important for her to be there. Because Michelle Obama, she is the pretty much, she can be looked at as the face of the she's the face of the black woman in America. Like she's like that role model woman that not every black woman, but a black woman wants to be. They want to be like. They see how she supports Obama, and I think that's one of the reasons why so many people, they follow her. They read her books. They support her when she goes to these Democratic parties, and when she endorses Kamala and stuff like that. So they look at her as a role model, right? And like I said, because they love how she supports Obama, they love how she stands on what she believes in, and I just think that it's important. It was important for her to be there, But moreover, listen, it could have been personal reasons why she was there, other than political reasons or what have you, right? So I'm not gonna sit here and bash Michelle for not being there, and I'm just saying, it's important for our, wives. It's important for our women to support our brothers, in times like this. All right, events like this. Okay, so yes, shout out to everyone. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you guys. Um, so yeah, so everybody knows Trump won. When he was speaking, he spoke about the different executive orders that he was going to place, putting to sign and make happen. So one of the orders that he said was the birthright one, citizens' birthright, and I believe last night. Let's get this correct before I get to it. It was. It looks like it was over. It says in Seattle, a federal judge said that President Donald Trump's executive order ending birthright citizenship was blatantly unconstitutional and issued a temporary restraining order to block it. Judge John Kofnor, a Ronald Reagan appointee who sits in Seattle, granted the request by Washington Attorney General Nick Brown and three other Democratic-led states for the emergency order halting implementation of the policy for the next 14 days while there are more briefings in the legal challenge. So it looks like there's going to be some kickback on, they're going to be holding off on this birthright citizenship that Trump is trying to pass. Yes, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Oh man, a lot of y'all are speaking Spanish and I don't know a lick of Spanish. OMG. Wow, but listen, I appreciate you for tuning in. Um, real talk, and I appreciate y'all for subscribing to the channel. I also want to send the channel to a couple of my good fellas who are who support also. Like, why not? We on here. I'm on here for a little bit. Why not get to it? I appreciate you guys for real. Appreciate you. What country are y'all from? I see a lot of Latin people up here on this joint. Let me know what country y'all from. Rep your country, rep your town, rep your city, all of that. Yeah, man. So Trump, the gender. I want to touch on the gender executive order that he put in also. Let's see if I can get to that real quick. Let me see. Trump. Let's see. Trump gender policy. I just put Trump gender policy. Okay. So Trump signs executive orders proclaiming there are only two biological sexes, male and female. Okay. Trump signs executive orders proclaiming there are only two biological sexes, halting diversity programs. A lot of kickback. There's going to be a lot of kickback from the LGBTQ community. Saying there are only two sexes, ending racial and wasteful diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Okay. So the gender order states that it will defend women's rights and protect freedom of conscience by using clear and accurate language and policies that recognize women are biologically female and men biologically male. So I'm looking forward to see how this rolls out. If there's going to be any kickback on on how he on this type of executive order, because I know a lot of people, a lot of religious folk, don't agree with there being so many options when it comes to genders, because you have these kids that 12, 13 years old, they want to change their sex. They want to be looked at as female. Some looked at as male when they was born a female. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And me personally, I don't think a child should be able to determine, should have power in changing their gender, right? Their gender before they even can drink legally, before they can have a license, before anything, right? So I'm very, I'm not for that. I can honestly tell you that, and I feel like uh, that's one of the reasons why Trump won, because it was certain things that he stood on that um, a lot of Christian folk, especially in the South, were were against. He stood on it, and he felt that, this is, if God made you a woman, you're a woman. If he made you a man, you're a man. You know, so you know, I think that's the reason. One of the reasons why. One of the big reasons why Trump won. One of the big reasons. You know, um, listen. Salute to all of y'all that's in the building. It looks like I'm getting a lot of love from the Latin community this morning. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, for real, for real. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. So yeah, yeah. So I said Trump. Trump's in. He's in the building. He's working. He's out there in North Carolina. Um, it looks like there was some type of situation in North Carolina. I have to do more research on that, because I feel like I heard about it, but I got to do more research on it, to find out what was going on out there. But a lot of people complaining that he went out there instead of going to LA first to deal with the LA fires. I get it, but this guy's working on his own watch. Y'all know how this dude is, for real, for real. Um, there was actually also another amendment that was a proposal that was granted yesterday, um, by, I believe he was let me get to it real quick, because this is just coming to me just now. Type amendment proposal for third term. Okay, so Representative Ogles proposes amending the 22nd Amendment to allow Trump to serve a third term. Okay, so this proposal was yesterday, and it's crazy because within the proposal, this doesn't allow Obama to run for president again. It's crazy. This doesn't even allow him to run for president again. So this means, like, if you was in office, and if you're in office and you don't have, let me see something. Republican congressman introduces the amendment allowing Trump. Let me see, because I want to describe it correctly. To allow president. Okay. This amendment would allow President Trump to serve 3 terms, ensuring that we can sustain the bold leadership of our nation. Desperate needs. 22nd Amendment impose 2-term limit per person on the presidency. Barack Obama Foundation, the White House press office rep. Yeah. So we'll see what happens with this. We'll see what happens with this. We'll see if it's passed. It looks like we got people in office. They just want Trump in for another term. That's what it is. I thought they was going to try to get Vance to, the vice president to be, I think his name is Lance. Forget his last name. But I thought they was going to try to, get him in position to be the run for president next, right? But we'll see. We'll see. So our brother, speaking of Trump, our brother Kanye West is officially a billionaire. Again, he's officially worth $2.77 billion. Regains his billionaire status. This increase stems from his music portfolio and his now sole ownership of the Yeezy brand. So it made sense for Kanye to distance himself from Adidas, to create leverage for himself, to own and to control his Yeezy brand 100%. I think it's so important, when you have a brand, to put yourself in a situation. One second. Yeah, so I think it's important. Yeah, so I think it's important, when you have a brand, to have ownership of that brand, 100% ownership of that brand. That way, any decisions you make, you can reap the benefits of it. You know, it's so important. It's so important. And it was a sacrifice that, excuse me, that Kanye had to make, and I'm glad he did it because look at his status now. And even with the music, he separated himself from the record labels, certain people in the music industry. You know, he did all the right things. You know, some of us don't agree with some of his the way his outspoken habits, things of that nature. Moreover, him being able to own Yeezy, the brand itself, have full ownership and control of it, put him back in that $2.7 billion status. And I think that is so important. It's so important, to see that brother back, in position. Me personally, I own a few pair of Yeezys, and I love his clothing brands. His clothing brand is official. He has great fashion taste, and I hope he continues to go further with it. You know, um, what else we got going on here? Um, Definitely wanted to tap in about Jim Jones. Jim Jones, he has a project coming out. I believe it's January 30th or January 31st, and it's an album. And um, oh, we'll get back to that. Yeah, but Jim Jones, he has a project coming out. Bye. See you later, Leonel. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So he has a new project coming out. I'm looking forward to hearing it. I'm going to do an album recap on Jim Jones' album. Okay, song for song, song for song. I know he's gonna have some good production on there. I know he's gonna have some good features on there. He's the only rapper right now in hip hop that's really putting out any music, unfortunately, from the East Coast to the West Coast. I don't really hear any, to be honest with you, any other artists like dropping music. You know, so shout out to Jim, man, for just holding hip hop down, for keeping things going, making songs and singles that that people, if they're in clubs, they can hear new music. That's something they can dance to, and keeping the hip hop heartbeat going. You know, um, like I said, a lot of people dropping music now. The music industry has been shrinking. Uh, every day. Record labels are downsizing, even all the way to Rock Nation. Rock Nation is no longer a record label; they are just a distribution company. So if you are looking to get signed as an artist, you won't be signed as an artist. You will be signed. You will be put in a situation where they'll be doing distribution for you, and the only distribution they're doing is through platforms that you already have access to. Like you could get an Audio Boom account and get your album streamed on your own, via iTunes or Spotify or what have you. So the music industry is shrinking day by day, and it's allowing artists, independent artists, to be successful on their own. uh, the benefits of being on a record label, an actual record label, yeah, they do. There are many benefits. You have a machine by you, so these are the people that get you in these award shows. They have connections with that. They can get you on certain media platforms to get your face out there, to get your projects out there. That's the importance of being on a record label. And the record labels are like a bank. Let's not forget that. The record labels are a form of a music industry bank. So when they give you a 10 million, well, let's say not 10 million, let's say a $3 million record deal, that $3 million is to be recouped, meaning they plan on making that $3 million back. They're just not giving away money. So if you go to a record label and they sign you to a record deal, right, they plan on making that $3 million back. If they don't make that money back, you're in the red. Okay, so that's a big misconception that people, that I even had, coming up in the music industry and just being a consumer also. Like everyone thinks that, oh, when a record label gives you this money, that's like a gift. Like they're gifting you with money, gifting you with a check. Nah, these dudes want that money back. They want that money back. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, back in the days, yeah, when they gave you these $2 million deals or whatever the case is, this is when CDs were available. You can go to the store and buy CDs, so you can make that money back off of record sales, right? You could make millions of dollars off of actual record sales, because back then CDs were $18, $19, even $20 back then, right? So that was one of the main ways the music industry made the money off of the artists. But now you can't really do that because you got Spotify and all these different platforms, so they're not making money off the artists like that. The biggest way they make money off of the artists is through tours. That's the biggest way, through tours, through what else is it? Tours, merchandise, um, different types of platforms that you go on. You understand what I'm saying? So this is a situation where, yes, the record labels are a bank. They loan you that money. So people, artists need to realize that. Okay. And Rock Nation, they don't have the funds. They don't have the funds to fund artists, to fund all of their artists like that. And they're not a record label giant. That's not a record label machine. The company that they were under, I believe, was Live Nation, if I'm correct. So you can't you know, you have to downsize sometimes, especially, when it comes to the music industry. And by them doing it that way is a way to save money. Whoever's the CEO of the company, you know, that's the best way to do it. You have to downsize and focus on, getting artists out there who are marketable. And if they're marketable, then they'll be able to bring revenue back to the brand. They'll be able to bring revenue back to the brand. You create your own tours and things of that nature, and be successful. So, like again, once again, shout out to Jim Jones. He has a project coming out. That joint should be fire. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I mean, well, not seeing it, but hearing it, and also seeing the videos. What else I was gonna say about that? So he has this single out called "This Ish," still in Harlem. There's a remix out with Jules Santana and Dave East on it. I'm looking forward to hearing that. And you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I like to see brothers and sisters doing their thing, staying focused. You know. Like I said, I haven't been on it here in a minute. I'm looking forward to this Beanie Siegel interview that he's going to be doing on Art of Dialogue. He spoke about a lot of different things on it. So they're dropping little clips right now. So it should be dropping really soon, really soon. And I'm going to be definitely doing a recap on that to see what our brother Beans is talking about, you know. But yeah, man, I hope you guys are having a blessed day. I hope you guys are being safe out there. Happy Friday. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Stay warm. If you're in California, stay safe. I don't know if the fires are still going on right now. I'm watching CNN. It says Trump wants to put conditions on disaster aid for California. So hopefully things start to get better for Cali. I'll probably jump back on later on tonight when a lot of y'all get home from work, but I definitely wanted to jump on because I haven't been on all week, and just wanted to, tap in with you guys, right? So, yeah, man, everybody make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like, share. Make sure you go follow my Instagram, my media page, Big Picture Media Harlem. And I'll talk to y'all soon. All right, peace.